Yep.
What's up, CountryMusicRocks.net? I'm Tyler. This is Brian, and we're the Florida-Georgia line.
What's up?
All right, well, first off, congratulations on having your debut single, Cruise, in the top 20 at Country Radio, as well as over 500,000 copies sold, reaching gold certification. All this within a few short months. Have you had a chance to absorb and reflect on all these recent milestones?
Well, thank you, first of all. You know what? I don't think we really have. It's a lot of great things that you said, but we've just kind of put our head down and still just kind of, grind it out on the road and trying to win as many people over as we can and just do what we love, So I guess your answer is probably no, but we just, we don't do music for those kind of things. It's great that they're happening, but we just love meeting new people and playing our songs for people.
It is exciting to see how it all. It is exciting to see everything growing, and every now and then we do have to sit back and kind of take it all in, because sometimes it's a little overwhelming, but it's definitely a blessing and an honor at the same time, so it's pretty cool.
Okay. Now, not only has country radio and country fans embraced your new single, Cruise, but also fellow country artists. Just last week, Taylor Swift tweeted that she, couldn't get your song out of her head. Prior to that, Keith Urban said he couldn't stop playing your song, and just, I think yesterday, Sugarland's Jennifer Nettles tweeted that she dances around to it. What's that like to hear that your song is impacting all these country artists?
Oh man, it's great. It's cool to be in a spot where you can kind of have that camaraderie and have sort of we're getting texts from all these people, and it's like, wow, it's like a lot of these people we looked up to and their songwriting abilities and their their performances and that kind of thing. So it's really an honor to have their support and their appreciation of what we're
Seal
doing.
of approval,
if you will. Approval. It's
a testament to country music, the industry, and just there's this brotherhood, and it's we're just proud and excited to be a part of it, for sure.
Okay. Now, you guys have been consistently on the go, playing shows, and clearly fans have responded well to your music. What's it like for you performing your songs, especially Cruise, and having your fans sing it back to you?
I'd say that's the best feeling in the world. Honestly.
As songwriters, there's really nothing better. To be able to play a song that you pour your heart into writing and making the best that it could be, and then have thousands of people singing it back to you. It's one of those moments where you're just like, wow, it's pretty special.
Okay. Now, you're gearing up to release your debut studio album on December 4th. Now, your EP is Just What We Do. It's upbeat, it's high energy. What can fans expect with your full studio album?
I don't know. I would say with the first 5, it was a lot of upbeat party songs, and a lot of these are too that are we're doing 6 more and re-releasing the full album, but there's also some stuff that's a little different, some slower stuff and some life songs and some things kind of wraps around the full emotions and everything of who we are as people, and not just drinking songs every single song, So it's we're excited to get that out there and let people hear who we are as people and that kind of thing.
Okay. And speaking of albums, Jason Aldean is releasing his new studio album on October 16th, and it includes one of your songs, Black Tears. Tell us a little bit about that song, and what was it like for you finding out that Jason wanted to record it?
Won't you get
it?
Yeah. It was cool. We heard about that like a year ago, and it seemed like it never was going to ever finally happen, but it's really cool knowing that in October it's going to come out, and we heard the recording of it probably a few months ago. And
sounds awesome. Very
surreal, and it's another one of those moments where you just sit back and you're like, wow, that's Aldean singing a song that we put on our old EP, So it's just a humbling experience and something that we are very blessed to have happen to us, and look forward to hopefully a lot more outside cuts from bigger artists, and it's cool. We're excited to see what happens with it.
Okay. Now, you guys are going to be heading out with Jake Owen on the CMT Summer Never Ends tour next week with Jake and Love and Theft. What are you looking forward to most about heading out on tour?
You know what? We're just we're good friends with Jake, Steven, and Eric, so getting to hang out with them every night and getting in front of a lot of people and just making new fans and getting to play some of the new music and seeing places that we haven't even been to, playing in New York and New Jersey and just kind of everywhere. So we're excited just to hit the road and just start I guess, a new chapter of the fall, if you will. It's going to be a good time.
Okay. Now, you made your Grand Ole Opry debut a couple months ago, and moments like that can, I'm sure, go by in a flash. What was that like for you to stand on that iconic circle, and did you have a chance to let it soak in even for just a moment?
I'd say that the soak-in time happened backstage, walking around and seeing all the people that had played there and all that. That was kind of the time where we took it all in. Once we hit the stage, it was 1, 2, and you're off, and it was but it was so cool. We had friends and family there and fans that came, and it was just definitely a surreal moment for us.
Okay. Now we gave fans an opportunity to send in some questions. So
Awesome.
We picked a couple for you.
Sweet.
One of the most popular one was, what kind of car or truck do you cruise around in?
If I'm not on a motorcycle, I drive a Dodge 2500 diesel. So I like my truck. I'm pretty proud of it.
Okay.
I drive a Chevy Tahoe.
Okay. Another very popular one was, what is your favorite drink to tip it back to?
Mine's probably got to be whiskey.
Yeah.
I love whiskey.
Beer and whiskey. We're both are big fans of that. Jack Daniels, Maker's Mark, anything whiskey really.
Yeah.
Not picky when it comes to it.
Not too picky. We had a thing for was it Canadian Club, Canadian Miss? When we were really broke back in the day getting started, we'd pick up the cheapest little Canadian club or whatever, and we lived off that for a while.
Okay.
Joking.
No, we pretty much did.
And another popular one was, what is one of your favorite songs that you've written?
Cruise, duh.
Yeah, I'd have to say probably Cruise. I mean that song. I mean, it's just bigger than I don't know. I just think it's bigger than us. It's bigger than I don't even know how to explain it. It's just really cool to see what's happening when we're just.
We had a lot of fun writing. It's just what we did.
Yeah, that too. Just excited to be a part of this whole thing and just see how it's going. It's I don't know. It's just unbelievable for sure.
Okay. Now we always like to ask 5 quick questions, where the next 5 you answer using the first thing that comes to mind.
Cool.
Ready? You can't go a day without.
Coffee.
No thinking.
Cell phone.
Okay. Before you take the stage, you always.
Ritual.
Oh yeah.
Famous person you would love to get a tweet or Facebook shout out from.
Garth Brooks.
Lil Wayne.
Okay. One of your favorite songs on your iPod besides Cruise.
On our album or
On your iPod. Just that you
iPod
listen
in
to,
general.
yeah.
Oh man.
Tennessee Mojo, Cadillac Black.
Okay. I really like Jake Owen's. There's one song, I think it's the opening track on his last album, Anywhere With You. That song's awesome. I like that song.
Okay.
A lot.
And finally, when you think of country music, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
What's the question?
When you think of country music, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
How are we going to change the game?
I'm gonna second that.
Okay, that's a good answer. All right, well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We wish you the best
Thank
of luck
you.
on the CMT Tour and also with your success of your forthcoming album on December 4th.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.
You're awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.